Shaedon Sharpe, the 5th ranked prospect in most NBA draft boards, is staying in the NBA draft. Yes. Projected lottery pick, top 5 pick, Shaedon Sharpe to stay in this year's NBA draft. How awesome is that to hear that our man Shaedon Sharpe will be staying in this year's draft, okay? And I think that's like one of the most funniest things in the world because people don't realize. So Shaedon Sharpe, if you guys haven't followed, he is currently a player for the he technically played for the Kentucky, but he never actually played. And he announced Tuesday he will stay in this year's draft. And if you guys don't recall, he was a top prospect in his draft class, 100%. And I think he's somebody that people don't realize is going to be a beast for a long time. I think he has the athletic ability. I think he can be a similar player to, I think he's going to shock people like Anthony Edwards. I think he's a better ball handler and a better passer than Anthony Edwards, and maybe like half a step not as athletic and not as good as a scorer, but I think he'll shock people like Anthony Edwards. He was a 5-star recruit in the class of 22, enrolled at Kentucky in January with the intention of playing next season. Never played. He announced in April he was entering the draft while maintaining his college eligibility. Now he's announced he's foregoing his college eligibility and is because he's the top wing in the draft and is expected to remain in the draft. According to Kyle Tucker, Kentucky beat writer, this isn't a surprise at all. Despite the fact that Sharpe's camp insisted all semester at Kentucky that he was coming back to play for the Wildcats next season, they kept insisting that the return was still possible all the way through the draft withdrawal deadline. The writing has been on a wall for a while. The Athletic reported weeks ago that Sharpe was staying in the draft. No matter what the spin was, it was going to happen. And for you Kentucky fans, what does this mean? Hey, who cares? You guys have Carson Wallace and CJ Frederick and Antonio Reeves all coming over. So the Cats have some quality replacement parts at the wing. And none of them are freakishly as athletic or gifted as scorer as Sharpe, but Kentucky will be fine. Now, the idea Sharpe is a 6'6" almost scoring wing with a 7-foot wingspan that can knock down shots from a distance and create his own shots. He's elite explosiveness as an athlete vertically and has a chance to compete in dunk contests. Essentially, he has all the tools to be extremely successful at a high level in the NBA. And the question is whether or not he has the feel for the game to be a complementary player at the NBA level currently. He's never asked to do that, and he's never played competitive basketball besides high school. And the entire situation to this point have been built around him. He's still a high upside, high risk bet worth of investing in the top 5 pick because the ceiling is through the roof. He could be another elite shooting guard wing similar to Anthony Edwards, in my opinion. And I don't know if there's a specific team in the top 10. I expect him to go to the Sacramento Kings because every team could use some elite talent at the wing. But I think the best way to put it is Sharpe needs to land with an organization willing to invest time and resources into his development as he works through the growing pains of going directly from high school to the NBA after having not played a single minute at Kentucky. So I think that's the part that gets really interesting. I have him right now projected to go, I believe it's the Pistons, but the earliest is the Sacramento Kings. I've seen him go, but I think the Pistons because I have the Kings getting Jaden Ivey and I have the Pistons going Shaedon Sharpe. Shaedon Sharpe, arguably, if he played college basketball or did more, he could have been the first pick of the draft. And I think that's something people don't realize, like how good he was. So Shaedon Sharpe, I think he's a guy you need to keep your eye out on, especially now that he's staying in the draft. But it's all interesting as all how. But yeah, that's basically it from me. We're gonna milk this to the 5-minute marker. You guys can click off now if you wanted to, but if you're gonna stay to the end of the video, thank you. Go check out my daily NBA show. It's in the description. I just posted a video today, so that was a good one. I enjoyed myself recording that one today. But that is it from me. Please do have a good one. I don't know what else we could talk about, but I'm so happy I also made sure the frames stay at 30. They used to try to go higher than 30, but you don't need anything more than 30 frames when you're recording on here. It's just it. Hey, can we add a swipe? Ran out of swipe in here. Oh, how do you do this? Swipe. I don't think shit's happening, but goodbye, guys. I love y'all. But peace out. Till next time, guys. Bye.